Both these restaurants had been on my vision board for a minute, so I was happy to get to visit both of them. And they're both very touristy in nature, and that is something that attracted me to them. But also, I think I really just love things that merge traditional vibes with modern vibes. I love people that go an extra mile to do that, so maybe that's why these two stand out for me. And we'll start with the similarities between the two. And of course, the first similarity is the fact that they're both very touristy in nature. I think because their target client is tourists, so you find that the service is very well crafted for people who are visiting an area, let's say for the first time. So you find many people of that culture around. For example, if you go to the Rock restaurant in Zanzibar, before you even get to the restaurant itself, just around as you walk to the restaurant, you'll see so many Maasai boys in those nice Maasai wraps, and they offer to dance with you, to sing for you. Same thing at the cave restaurant. At the entrance, you are welcomed by a gentleman in a traditional Maasai lesu, and he welcomes you with a whole Hakuna Matata vibes and things like that. So it's very touristic in the way they welcome you, in terms of the way they craft their services, but also just the way the place looks, the aesthetics. So both of them have a very natural element and feel. The cave restaurant is actually an actual cave, as it looks like carved rocks. And then the rock restaurant, while it is surrounded by so much rock and on top of a rock within the ocean, it's constructed with actual wood and stuff. But yeah, the aesthetic is very natural. The difference is that the rock restaurant is more gray colors, more cool colors, and cool undertones are for skin, but you get what I mean. It's more cool colors, more grays, more blues, more whites, while the cave restaurant, it's more warms, more browns, more earth tones, things like that. And then the other similarity is that they both work with bookings. You have to book in order to get in. However, I noticed that with the rock restaurant in Zanzibar, you can get away with a walk-in, but you can't get away with a walk-in at the cave restaurant in Diani. Strictly booked, because you can find that the restaurant has been booked for the next 2 weeks and there's no slot. It's that serious. So in terms of menu, both restaurants have lots of seafood. However, the Rock restaurant in Zanzibar is heavily seafood oriented, while the Cave restaurant tries to be balanced. It provides both lots of options of seafood, but also quite a number of options in terms of vegetarians and also other meats that are not necessarily white meat from the sea. So Cave is a bit more balanced. Rock is quite heavily seafood. So in terms of location and access, the Cave restaurant in Diani is an actual cave, and it's located on land. You can get there by road using a car, tuk-tuk, motorbikes, or you can actually just walk there. So it's basically on land, surrounded by lots of green. But yeah, and the actual restaurant is, I think, an actual cave. The texture feels very rocky, but it's brown, and then with warm lights. So it's very warm in terms of aesthetics and color and lighting, and also very earthy tone in terms of aesthetics and the look. While on the other side, the Rock restaurant is, yes, a rock base that is grayish, blackish, as you can see in the pictures, but then the structure itself is constructed out of wood. So the walls are wooden, the staircase is wooden, as you can see, and the general feel in terms of color, temperature is on the cooler side. It's more blues, more whites, more grays. So it's a bit on the cold side of things, while the Cave restaurant in Diani is on the warm side of things. And then this is surrounded by water. The Rock restaurant is surrounded by water, white sand, boats. The Cave restaurant in Diani is surrounded by brown roads, lots of green, forest area. Okay, not really forest, but like green cover that you drive through. Yes, that's the main difference in terms of location. And then in terms of access and seasons, the Rock restaurant in Zanzibar is heavily affected by seasons. For example, if it's raining too much and the water levels of the ocean rise, you might find that if you travel around May, you are walking to the restaurant. If you travel during periods where it rains so hard and the water levels rise, you are taking a boat to the restaurant. It's like night and day, depending on the season that you travel. If you get a chance to go there twice, you'll be surprised and not believe it's the same place you're visiting, because one time you needed to sit on a boat and it's so cute during the time when the waters have risen and it's on a boat, because you know how the water is like turquoise blue, which is usually, I love being born in May because for some reason, May seems to be a low season. It's not a peak season for almost all. Majority of the travel destinations that I like, May seems to be a season that is not peak. So accommodate are cut in prices, experiences are cut in price. So this was in May, the water was not there and it was just white sand walking through. On the other hand, the cave restaurant is on land. You drive to get to it every time you're to go there. The cave theme is portrayed a lot of warm tones and lighting aesthetics. This has been my own experience of visiting both places at different times. So until the next Travels and Snaps episode, a goodbye from me. Importantly, if you like my videos, like you've told me in the comments, you like the sound, you like the visuals, you like the picture quality, guess who my plug is? MPIC Studios. All my videos are shot at MPIC Studios.